We're here at our charcuterie event, and I am chatting with Kristen Pate, who's a director of technology at Morris Jeff Community School in New Orleans. Kristen, how's it going?
It's wonderful. This is my first ISTE, and I'm super excited to be here. I was super stoked to see y'all at the conference as well, so it's been great.
So it's not your first conference, though.
Not my first tech conference, but my first ISTE.
And how long have you been in this biz?
I've been in education since 2014, but I've been a tech director for the last 6 years.
Nice work. Congratulations. So tell me, how did you find SmartPass?
I was minding my business on social media one day. I think it was probably either on my personal Facebook or personal Instagram, and I saw an ad. It popped up, and I saw it, and I was like, whoa, this looks amazing, sounds amazing. Let me investigate and see if this is a great solution for us so we can change up how we do passes at our school and kind of like add a little bit more safety in how kids move through the hallways.
So you saw the ad, clicked on the ad, and then how did you start to explore SmartPass? Was it something that you were like, I looked into it a little bit. Did you talk to any other people who were using it? Tell me more.
I didn't talk to anybody who was using it. I did my own research, kind of looked to see if there was other products on the market that were similar to SmartPass, and I only found one other solution. And when I saw the side-by-side comparison to what features you all had versus that one, which I don't even remember its name, I felt like SmartPass was the right option to move forward with, introducing it as an option to our principals at our middle school and high school.
And so you've been working with Chris, and down in the New Orleans arena, like in your school, in your community, what problem do you see SmartPass solving for you and your school community?
Yeah, so in investigating and researching, it felt like this was the right tool to kind of help deter some of the outside behaviors that come into school. So meetups that are planned, pre-planned, pre-arranged meetups for kids to, fight or whatever the case may be, or maybe some boyfriend-girlfriend time. Kids are sneaky these days, right? I felt like that was a, great option to kind of help deter some of that. Certain students who just can't seem to gel, and being able to like keep them away from each other in the hallways and prevent them from encountering each other as much as possible, right? And then, of course, vaping and being able to like deter some of that behavior, because a lot of times, we have to pull footage, but trying to figure out when this happened and where this happened and who was there, it's hard when you're writing a paper pass and you don't have that digital documentation of who, where, when, and what time. So,
Tell me about your old pass.
the old unsanitary pass. I mean, of course, old school was always your teacher gave you the wooden pass or a ruler or something. You went to the bathroom with that. Right. What is that, right? But these kids were using agendas. So they were literally having to carry a notebook that the teachers would sign them out on their notebook and take it with them to the restroom, which I thought was pretty unsanitary, but I didn't choose that option. But when I saw SmartPass, I was like, oh, this sounds very sanitary, because it's there's no notebook here. There's no physical thing. It's just all digital. And as a tech person, that made me excited.
That's huge because, it's a solution that was working. It was a solution that was solving that problem. But now you have something that expands on that. So if you can just sum up for me, what do you think, or what do you know from all of your research, what is SmartPass doing that paper pass couldn't do?
Well, for one, it gives a bird's eye view of what is actually happening in the hallways at the school at any given time. With the paper pass, you don't really know who's out and when. You can literally have 20 kids roaming the hallways at one time, and no one would know, because no teacher knows who's out, how many people are out, where they're going, or any of that. You're just thinking you're writing a pass for the kid in your class, but there may be 10 other teachers that just wrote a pass too. And so you have all of this activity in the hall, which, of course, they're losing seat time, and we know how important it is for kids to be in class, not just out of class wasting time, but also being able to customize things the way that you all have set it up. It's just it's a game changer. Like, we have students who obviously need to go to the nurse to take meds. So we have students that have to go to see the guidance counselor for, support in those areas, for mental health support. So just being able to have that in there and it be kind of pre-set up so that the kids already have that permission preloaded. Just all of those things that you guys thought of everything literally that we would need in a school setting to make sure we keep our students safe, keep our hallways clear, keep our kids learning, and give them the support that they need as well with those other services that they may need, whether it's going to speech or going to, the nurse, or going to wherever they need to go throughout the building. And it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited about this upcoming school year and how it's going to change things for our staff and our kids.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. So this has been incredible, but I want to turn this mic over to you. If you could share a message or a note that would be helpful for other tech directors to see, other teachers to see, decision makers, principals, assistant principals, anyone looking for researching a product that can solve their hall pass issue, their hall pass problem, what would you tell them, and how would you do so advocating for SmartPass? I'm going to turn this mic over to you. If you just want to look right there, I just want to hear what you would say.
Okay.
How are you telling your friends about this product? Do you?
Yeah. So SmartPass isn't just another thing. It is the smart thing to do in a digital world that we live in. Eliminating just any possibility that kids could be doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, or that they could potentially, like teachers could potentially just take more control over their classrooms in general, because you're able to set and customize so many features inside of SmartPass. Is really, really beyond what I could have thought. I mean, I was just excited about them having digital passes and it being sanitary, but when you look at the other features like the digital IDs, the flex, the emergency portions of it, just having that data and being able to really like hone in on things and just really kind of have that track record to support any changes that you need to make, any communications you need to make with families around kids' behavior and activity in school. It's just a game changer. It's a no-brainer. It really is the smart option when it comes to passes. Y'all picked a great name.
Well, that's that man right over there. So, hey, I got to tap my head. That's Mr. SmartPass. So thank you. This has been a lot of fun. I hope that everything goes well, and I'm looking forward to working with you. So I'm excited about it.
So I can't wait to give y'all updates on how things have changed.
We want your feedback. So I think that's one of the things that I really value here is that it's all teacher-driven. It's teacher-led. It's director-led. It's principal, assistant principal-led. We want your feedback, and I'm excited to be partnering with you. So thank you so much for taking the time to interview with me here at the SmartPass Charcuterie event.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. I'm so excited to be here.